you guys to the other side because I had to do a little bit of modifying. So let me explain what I've done. I'm going to kick on my other camera. So give me a second. Alright, so I stopped for a second to figure out where I was going to mount this ESC, whether it was going to be over here, over here. I did get the mesh set and put back on. I do notice that the motor mount is pushing out the body slightly here on the side, but I had to trim right here this plastic piece that was sticking out. Went ahead and cut off about that much to trim it up, and I had to cut the tabs off the ESC to give me some more room. So I have got it plugged into the receiver, into channel 2, got the box sealed back up. Just trying to get the layout so I know exactly what I'm doing. I am going to have an issue with this, placing this back in here. But because that hole comes in over here, I don't know if I should have. I probably should have put that pin in first, maybe. I don't think it would have mattered. Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe stick the pin backwards. I don't know, but I'm going to have to make something for this. I know I can get this side on no problem. I did try to mount the ESC back here, but I would have had to cut a big hole here, and this is where a lot of rocks get kicked up on this control arm. You can see the back of these control arms take a beating from this RC. So throwing the ESC back here with no protection right here, not really a good choice. So I am going to run this plate to protect these wires from the drive shaft. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. And then I'll two-sided tape this ESC back down to this plate. I don't need this, but I'm not going to cut it off. I try to not modify too many parts, because if I ever want to go back, I'm able to. So what I'm going to try to do now is get all these wires put back into this plate, which is a little bit of a chore, I'm not going to lie. Oh, maybe that's why it's on the wrong side. So that's going to go there. This is going to come up here to this one. Like that. And then come in there. Get that one put in first. This seems harder than building the RC. Wow. Oh, we got that one in. That one's in. I think that's it. So, let me see if I can mount this plate now without too many issues. I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but I was doing most of this stuff off camera, and I go, you know what? I better turn on the camera. I just said I was going to think about some ideas, which I did. But then I realized I'm getting pretty close to finishing up this RC. There we go. I got some pretty tall gearing in it because of the torque monster. I actually took the gearing from the Creighton 8S, and that's what I'm using in this. And I believe that is the upgraded gear for the Creighton as well. So there we go. Make sure no wires are pinched. And I'm really trying to utilize this plate for protection. That seems pretty good. And then, so what I'm going to do is get the two-sided tape, grab some straight scissors, and an X-Acto blade. Get some of this old tape off. This stuff Arrma used on the Creighton 8S is some pretty strong tape. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty strong stuff. I use 3M as well. Normally I'll use black silicone RTV to put down some ESCs when I need a lot of cushion, but this one's mounted on a plate, so that's pretty decent cushion right there. Let's good to go. Plenty of slop in these wires. The fan is hooked up. Now our on and off switch can be mounted properly. And that should be it. Everything should be on. Oh, don't want to fling that around. I don't like how this is up at an angle. I don't know why that is. Where's my light? Been missing my light for a couple days now. Hoping it would turn up, but it has not. But I might have to secure this a different way with some black silicone. But I don't understand why it's up. I think I'm on top of something. Oh, I am. There we go. That's why. There we go. Now it's secure. There's a little ridge right there that it was sitting on top of. So now it's down and not wiggling. And we have our two connectors that'll go to our batteries, and our batteries will sit right there. So just like factory. I'm wondering if I should trim this. I don't think it pushing out is that big of a deal though. But I can Dremel a slot into this, but I just don't think it's necessary. I'll just let it push it out a little bit. It's a pretty big motor mount. But there we go. Everything is put in. I don't like how the wires sit over the fan either, but don't have much of a choice there, and that's how it was on the other one anyway. This thing's gonna be a beast. I am gonna have to modify this to sit in here. Maybe. zip tie around that. That should be strong enough. So I'm going to finish modifying this. I'll drill a hole, mark it, drill a hole right there so I can put a cotter pin in. And then I can use the rest of this to throw a zip tie around the ESC so it doesn't come out. Let's get our brace put back in. Those should be the ESC bolts, the old ESC bolts, which, yep, just two. That's it. Here's our other motor mount. Always try to clean up your tools when you're done with your job. Extreme RC Precision, still working good. That's all trash. The rock is trash. There we go. We are now on 8S. What's going on with this spring? Is this broken? Nope, it just popped out. You always constantly got to look at these springs because the bases will pop out. But there we go. We are on 8S now. 8S Mojave. Fits on right since I took that center bash support off. That's to support it here. There we go. 8S Mojave. And the funny part is it's not that much heavier. But it's definitely going to be a beast. I can't wait to try it out tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the 8S Beast. So, truly have an 8S Mojave now. 1/7 or 1/8 scale, whatever they call this one. But I want to thank you guys for watching me convert this over to 8S using the Creighton 8S system in the Mojave. And we'll see you guys on my next video.